Hi everyone, Call Me Boss here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for passing by to check this video out. I'd appreciate it if you would take the time to like, comment, and consider subscribing after the video. It'll make you smile, and who doesn't want to make anyone smile? I know I don't. Well, I mean, I do want to make everyone smile. Anyway, on to the video. So, I wanted to discuss my thoughts on this glorious exotic hand cannon. This sweet piece of poultry. I don't know if that's the right wording, but its name is Hawkmoon. If you didn't already know, this weapon is originally from Destiny 1, and it was amazing in Destiny 1. If I'm not mistaken, and don't murder me if I get this wrong, but it did have a perk where you would have one random bullet in the mag that would cause double damage. Crazy, right? So imagine you're in the Crucible, mind your own business in Destiny 1, and you're like, hey, that guy's got a Hawkmoon. I don't know if he's gonna kill me with his first bullet, the second bullet, etc. Because it was every magazine. Things have changed a bit, and it's changed to Destiny 2. Now, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of this weapon stats. I'm not no professional player, and I don't really have a lot of time to go into it. And plus, there are a lot of resources, which I will link below. But I do want to go over, you know, the general feel of it. So let's look at the exotic perk first. Final blows and precision hits with Hawkmoon grant stacks of paracausal charge. The final round in the magazine deals bonus damage based on the number of stacks. Throwing Hawkmoon on the final round, it removes this bonus. So in short, the more kills and or precision hits you get in one magazine, the more powerful the final shot in that magazine will be. And let me tell you, that shot, don't know many things that survive it. Now, of course, if you decide to be, you know, kind of tricky and think, oh, I'm just gonna put my Hawkmoon away and save that shot for when I need it, don't do that. You will lose your stacks and you'll have to restart. Now, this is amazing in both PvE and PvP if you adjust your playstyle just a bit. I don't know about you guys, but I know a lot of FPS players are used to reloading after kills. So for example, I pop one dude, reload. Pop another dude, reload. It's just, you want to make sure you have that ammo in your gun so you can murder the next person, or alien, or whatever floats your boat. But, in the case of Hawkmoon, you do want to avoid that behavior. This weapon really rewards your patience and accuracy, because at the end of that magazine, again, you have that devastating shot that, depending on how many stacks of it you have, you're going to be one-shotting majors and guardians in Crucible. Now, the weapon sounds almighty great as it is, right? Well, what I haven't mentioned yet was there's an exotic catalyst, and it is amazing. So, let's go over what it is. The Hunter's Trance perk provides one additional bullet per magazine, and then further increases handling, reload speed, and weapon range depending on how many stacks of paracausal charge you have. So imagine, the gun already has amazing stats without this catalyst. However, with this catalyst, this gun is pretty much telling you, hey man, don't worry, keep paying those precision shots, I'll make sure that you never miss. And that's how I feel. It really is one of the best feeling hand cannons I have ever played with. I've never felt so rewarded for hitting precision shots and restraining myself from reloading to get that satisfying pop sound and one-shot kill. Granted, if you're not too adept with hand cannons, this is a tricky weapon to use. But that's why this gun rewards practice, practice, and practice. If you've never used hand cannons before, I highly recommend you use this one now, because by using this hand cannon and learning how to play with it, I believe you can transition to use other hand cannons like Ace of Spades, Thorns, Stern, you name it. it'll reward you because this hand cannon warms you up to it. And more than any other hand cannon, legendary and exotic included. Now, another cool aspect of this weapon is the fact that it has different perks you can roll with. Now, by default, you're always gonna have Alloy Magazine, the exotic perk, and the Catalyst perk, of course. However, if you run the Harbinger weekly mission, which you can do 3 times if you have 3 characters weekly, you can obtain different barrels, a different grip, and a different perk. I consider myself to be pretty lucky and got a roll that has small bore barrel, textured grip, and one of my favorite PvP perks ever, opening shot. Now, everyone is gonna have their own opinion on which perk is better. Guys and gals, it's okay. You play with the perk you like. I personally love opening shot. It really helps me with my accuracy and precision. Now, I do play on PC, but I do play with an Xbox controller. And because of that, I do need a little help when it comes to the aim assist and, you know, just staying on target. So because of that, I'm in love with this role, and I don't really see myself chasing another Hawkmoon with a different role. Maybe one for killing win. Maybe one with surplus. I'm interested in the one with Eye of the Storm, but I'm happy with what I have. Now, I prefer opening shot because it helps me win more duels, you know, 1v1, than I think any other perk would. Especially since it's going to be my main hand and can through 3v3, you know, like in competitive and in Trials of Osiris. Now, the gameplay you're watching in the background is meant to give you an idea of how you're to play with it. Now, please do not think I consider myself to be an exceptional player. This is pretty average gameplay, and it was just something for you to watch and see how I play with Hawkmoon, so it can influence on how you change yourself. Now, that's Hawkmoon. But how do you get Hawkmoon? Well, I mentioned it earlier in the video, but you have to do the Harbinger mission. And it was a very, very difficult mission. Not harder than doing any of the dungeons solo, but pretty close in my opinion. I thought it was going to be a more difficult version of the mission you did to originally obtain Hawkmoon in Destiny 2. I was wrong. They released the mission, and then I did, I think, 2 minutes worth of research on how to start the mission, and off I went. I did no research on what kind of light level you need to be. Granted, I was a 1273, I think. Didn't do any research on what kind of loadout you would use, on what kind of weapon. So I went in there completely blind, no guide or anything. And my only regret is that I didn't change my strategy a little sooner. I did spend about 2.5 hours trying to complete it solo. I obviously did not do it flawless. I died multiple times, frustrated multiple times. The boss room almost took me from this world. But after I got the weapon, of course, I was extremely happy. I did run it with a friend afterwards, and let's just say it cut my time down. I think we finished that mission in about 20-25 minutes. We probably could have done a faster run, but we were just having fun. Anyway, I will probably not be doing that mission anymore because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm very happy with the role I got of Hawkmoon. But I will make an attempt to try to solo it and do it flawless. But we'll see. I'm kind of sour about the mission at this point. But anyway, as of right now, that's going to bring this video on my first impressions of this truly awesome weapon to an end. In my opinion, was it worth the 2.5 hour run to get the Catalyst solo? Damn straight it was. Would I wish this mission upon my worst enemies? I would. My worst enemies, yes. Anyone else? No. Please don't. Again, run it with a crew if you can. If you do it solo, make sure you're running either Hardlight or Borealis, because you are going to be changing, well, you're going to want to be changing your elemental weapon on the fly. All in all, Hawkmoon is an S tier weapon in the right hands, and you'll see me using it a lot. I mean a lot in PvP. So watch your 6. Thanks for making it to the end of this video. I do hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this weapon and would appreciate any feedback I can get to make content like this better. Please be sure to either like or dislike the video, subscribe, and comment below what your thoughts on Hawkmoon are. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Did you give 3 poops about it? Please tell me, because I would love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, friends, this is Call Me a Boss, and I'll see you next time. Be safe and enjoy the rest of this gameplay. Hasta luego.
You smashed your enemies to dust.
Who's that?
Your enemy has match point. Nothing changes. Take them out. Wage war like a true titan. 5 lives left. Lives left.
Do you like the mic there?
1 minute. You're neck and neck on reserve. Enemy team is out of lives. Topple them. 30 seconds. Slay your enemy and they stay dead. One enemy left. What? What? Wow! You smashed your enemies to dust. Final round, and it's time. Show me a battle. Minute. You're ahead on live. Five lives left. No lives left for your enemy. Destroy them. 3 lives left. 30 seconds. Slay your enemy and they stay dead. One opponent standing. 10 seconds. Last life. This is it. Enemies down. All lives expended. Total victory. Weapons down and you're alive. That's all I ask.